and welcome to the first ever episode of the brand new podcast, the Pep Talk Podcast, hosted by yours truly, Izzy Ross. Hi, hello. I'm so glad that you're here and that you decided to listen to me talk to myself because who wouldn't? Anyways, you guys, I am so excited to start this little chapter of my life, see where it takes me. I'm going to tell you I don't have high expectations, but they're up there. So I am just so excited. I've been wanting to do this for a while. I used to have a podcast back when I was in high school. It was a bit embarrassing, but it's okay, and I loved doing it. It was called I'm a Comedian, and I did it with one of my old friends, and it was a blast, and I just loved the whole aspect of doing a podcast. We didn't take it that seriously, obviously, because we were high schoolers doing this for the heck of it, but I wanted to try this again, essentially. So, welcome. I'm so happy you're here. I already said that, but just to show you that I am truly excited. So, this first episode isn't going to be anything extravagant. It's just going to be a little introduction into what I'm thinking of having this podcast be, and just a little bit about me. If this is your first time ever hearing me talk, or you have no idea who I am, welcome. I'm a bit of a handful, so buckle up. That was cringe, but you know what? Embarrassment is just a part of life. You gotta get through it. Am I right? So, hi guys. My name is Isabel Ross. I am 20 years old, and I have no idea what the heck I'm doing with my life. And that's basically what I want this podcast to be. Now, that probably makes no sense, but let me explain. I've been asked a couple of times, well, basically every person that I've talked to about wanting to try and do this, they've asked me what the podcast is going to be about. And it's a hard question because I want it to be about so many things. I have a lot of inspiration, aka the one and only Emma Chamberlain, who is an icon and a role model to me. And I listen to her podcast probably daily. Anything goes. I am so sad that she's leaving the podcast as of right now. I literally listen to it every day. I'm not even kidding. And I just look up to her so much. So I will say not copycatting her, but a lot of my inspiration is coming from her. And then I also want to do a little bit of a call her daddy sort of vibe. I want to have some friends on. I want to have some guests on as much as I can, and whoever is willing to come talk to me and have you guys listen. And I already have a lineup. I'm not even kidding. The day I'm recording this is the day I literally thought about it, made an Instagram account, posted about it, and yeah, it was a bit of a, what's the word? I didn't put much thought process into it. I just did it. I just jumped on the bandwagon and just decided to do it. Because why the hell not? So, yeah. Basically, I just want this to be a safe space. I think it will be good for me to just rant because I feel like I'm always talking. And I just, I just wanted to share my wisdom with you guys, obviously. Duh. Because, I'm 20 years old and have so much life experience. I'm joking. I just want to share my experience as a 20-year-old girl who has no idea what she's doing. I just moved out for the very first time. I have a full-time job with no plan for my future, and I think that's okay. Here are some of the episodes or topics that you can expect from listening to Pep Talk. I want to touch on, like I said earlier, being 20 and what that means. I also, hello, shocker, I'm from Utah. I'm a proud Utah girly. Wouldn't say proud actually, but we will be talking about Utah culture because this place is literally insane. Another topic is my health journey. I have been through hell and back this first 6 months of 2026, and we're going to talk about it because it's consumed my life, so therefore you have to hear about it. Some other things are what I've been loving and what I've been not so much loving. Hookup culture, because what the freak is that? Social media and the good and the bad of social media, moving out and what that's been like for me. Boundaries, because I have a hard time setting them, so we're gonna try to set them. And we're gonna learn, and we're gonna talk about it. So those are just a couple of ideas for you all. To give a little bit of a background on me, like I said earlier, I'm from Utah. I'm 20 years old. I think I've said that about 1,000 times already. I just moved out. I have 2 wondrous families. I come from a blended family. My parents were divorced. Yes, I've been told that I make that my whole personality, but hey, what's a girl to do? What's a girl to do? We'll also touch on that because I feel like that would be a good topic, especially living in Utah. I feel like everybody here has either been married for 100 years or is divorced. There's no in between. Which, well, I feel like that's a pretty black and white topic. Anyways, yeah, I come from a blended family. I am in a beautiful, amazing relationship with my amazing, gorgeous baby boyfriend. Yeah. I have been with my boyfriend for 2.5 years, going on 3 years pretty soon here. We can also talk about that because I never shut up about him. So, you're welcome. I graduated from high school 2 years ago, and I think about it every single day. High school was literally the best thing ever, and I miss it, and I wish I was still in high school. Which is funny because I know people say, oh my gosh, I hated high school, I would never want to go back. But your girl had a blast, except sophomore year. We just are going to scratch that one out. We can talk about that. We can talk about everything. And I'm so excited. Some hobbies that I have, just to give you a little more insight. I'm a big music person, as in listening to music. If you asked me to play the piano, I would play chopsticks. And that's about all of my musical talent that I possess, because I wasn't raised instrumentally. I kind of know how to play the bass a little tiny bit. That's basically the extent of any musical talent that I have. But anyways, I love music. I love listening to music. It is one of my top favorite things, and I know everybody listens to music, but I feel like it's different, okay? I feel like it's different for me. I take it so seriously. For example, when a new album comes out, you best believe I will be listening to that album on repeat for the next month. I will not be listening to anything but that album. For example, Olivia Rodrigo, You Seem Pretty Sad for a Girl So in Love. I can't tell you what my favorite song is on that album because every single one of those songs I feel like she literally took from my brain. It depicts what being in a serious relationship and dealing with life and mental health and being depressed while being in a relationship, which, hello, your girl's depressed on antidepressants, which is okay. Literally, she described that so well, and I resonate with the album so much. So much. So that's a little dip into music for me. Another one of my hobbies that I have been loving is I have been trying to get into scrapbooking. I started a scrapbook almost a year ago, and it's for me and my boyfriend. And it's basically just our entire relationship. I am extremely behind. I think I just got to the middle of 2025. So it's been a minute. It takes up a lot of time, which is good. I need to be preoccupied. Your girl has ADHD. Or ADD. I don't know. Both. I wouldn't say I'm like hyper, but anyways. I am a sucker for a rom-com. I love watching movies. I am a fangirl. I was raised on movies. I was blessed to have a dad who also loves film and movies, and I literally grew up with an entire closet from literally the ceiling to the floor in CDs. I'm not even kidding. Like, it was amazing. I had any possible movie ever made at my fingertips at all time, and I feel like a lot of kids didn't grow up with that. I had a lot of older movies from my dad's childhood, like The Goonies. If you haven't seen The Goonies, we have a problem. Labyrinth with David Bowie? Are you kidding? I literally have Magic Dance saved in my playlist. Like, that song, that movie, yes, is it scary as hell and it's freaky and it's weird? Yeah, but is it fantastic? Freak, yeah. I love that movie. Oh my gosh, I love that movie. All of the M. Night Shyamalan movies, I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but that's just what I call him. Like, The Village, Signs, like, these are great movies. So you should watch. The Sandlot, a classic, forever will have my heart. I also love, what's a couple of my other favorite movies? 10 Things I Hate About You. I could literally recite that entire movie to you. I'm not even kidding. You've Got Mail. I could cry. To All the Boys I Loved Before, obviously. Pump Up the Volume. When I was showed that movie, changed my life forever. I will die for that movie. Oh my hell. Perks of Being a Wallflower. Is that the right word? I haven't watched that one in a long time. But the first time I watched it, I was hysterically bawling, and my mom had to like come in my room and calm me down because I couldn't stop crying. Because that movie just, I don't know what it was about it. But it definitely pulled on my heartstrings for sure. I literally cry at every single movie, show, anything that is remotely sad at all. I'm crying. And I have recently found out that that's not really normal. Your girl is emotional. Also, you guys, moving out, I moved into this neighborhood. I've never lived in a more lively neighborhood in my entire life. Yes, have I only lived in 2 other houses? Yes. This is number 3. Most lively neighborhood I've ever been in. There is people walking, running, biking, scootering, dirt bikes every hour of the day. And it's a ton of people. And I'm like, what the freak? Do you guys not have like jobs? It's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. What are you doing? Can I have your life? Your girl works a 9 to 5. I'm in an office building all day. Another one of my hobbies is reading. I feel like I'm such a basic biatch. I love reading. I love reading. I always have. Yet again, I grew up with a dad who had a bookshelf stocked full of all kinds of books. Mostly, kind of like mystery, thriller. I remember reading The Notebook. Ooh, Dear John. Ooh, such good books. What I'm currently reading right now is the last book that is out currently of the A Court of Thorns and Roses series. So I am on A Court of Silver Flames. And oh my gosh, this series is insane and I love it. And I am so sad to finish this book because I have to wait till October and January for the next book. Another book that is literally my all-time favorite number one book forever and ever and ever till the day I die. Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros. Iron Flame and Onyx Storm. I have never read a book so many times. I should also say listen. I listened to the graphic audio book, which if you haven't, you need to. It's insane. I love it. I love that series with all my heart, and freaking Rebecca needs to get me book 4 right now before I pull my hair out. I think about the end of that book every single day. Not joking. And if anybody ever asks me, I need a book recommendation, you better bet I'm telling you to read Fourth Wing because it is life-changing. And let me tell you why. Because your girl here didn't listen to fantasy books. I meant read. I don't read fantasy. I never have gotten into it. Like I said earlier, I loved some mystery thriller sort of. I also love a good romance. I love a good romance. And then my sister, my darling older sister, was like, Izzy, have you heard of this book series called Fourth Wing? And I was like, yeah, isn't it about dragons and like weird freaking stuff? And she was like, don't judge a book till you read it. And I was like, okay, whatever. I was like, I don't really want to read that. Why would I want to read about dragons? That's weird. I was mistaken, and I wish I never said that. Because the second I opened that book, yeah, I could go on and on about that book all day. I'm not even kidding. So, that is a little bit about me. I really hope that you enjoy this as much as I hope that I will. If you listeners here ever want to collab, let me know, because I love a good long conversation with my fellow girlies. If you have topics that you would love to hear my insight on, because, you know, I'm just a professional in every single field of anything, right? Let me know as well. Go follow my Instagram at Pep Talk Podcast. Go follow my main, Izzy Ross. That's me. And I'm so excited for this journey, you guys. I'm so excited. And I hope you enjoy. And, oh, one other thing. New episodes every Wednesday. Okay? I can't tell you what time on Wednesdays, but Wednesdays. We're working on it. We're going to try and get more organized. And we're going to be going through this together. You're going to be holding my hand. And I want this to feel like we're on FaceTime or like on a phone call. That's the vibe, because I love podcasts like that. I love listening to people just talk. And I love listening to relatable content, because why would I be listening to something that I don't relate about? Right? Thank you for listening. And stay tuned for more.